As you navigate through the business of your day to day life, it is so easy to forget to take care of yourself, and not acknowledging your thoughts and feelings can be really detrimental to your mental health. Make sure you are regularly checking in on yourself and assessing your own well being. Today is a new day. I am Nikki G, your host. Welcome to the Lone Doctrine, a safe space to bridge the gap between your authentic self and your mental health. We are your food for thought exploration station in order to make today better than yesterday. This month, we're talking about how to take action. We hear all this good stuff, we read all this good stuff, we come to a point in our lives where we're trying to find a way to feel better. But do we put it into action? Sometimes. Most of the time, we don't. Unfortunately, we think that just reading these things and just feeling these things and just hearing these things, that is the first step. But the most important step is action. So this month we've been talking about how can we start putting all of these things into action? How can we take action on mental health? Action is so important. The first step is so important. And real change comes with the series of these small steps. When you actually look back, you realize all these things have come together and you've completed this circle and you've taken the time that you deserve to get better and to have longevity in your mental well being. There are too many distractions and too many temporary escapes in this world that just keep us on this vicious cycle of feeling like garbage. So it's time to take action and find the things that will actually help you heal, to get the root of what's going on and heal, to not cover it up, to not run away from it, to not suppress it, but to heal it because you deserve to feel good. You deserve to feel better. This world needs you at your best. You are important and your mental health is important. So let's talk about a bunch of ways that we could take steps towards taking action with our mental health. This is from mentalhealthishealth.us. Action is essential in maintaining your mental health, but when it comes to prioritizing wellness, it can be difficult to know where to begin. It's important to remember that action looks different for everyone. So, I encourage you to pursue what feels best for you. And remember, it can evolve and it can change not only from day to day, but also moment to moment. That's why I really encourage everyone to build as many tools as possible because when you're going to build something and something is more unique, you need more unique tools. And when we have this tool set, when we have this skill set to get through these things, and we have more things to utilize, it will help us as we reach these inevitable challenges in life. So let's talk about these few ways. Check in with yourself. As you navigate through the business of your day to day life, it is so easy to forget to take care of yourself, and not acknowledging your thoughts and feelings can be really detrimental to your mental health. Make sure you are regularly checking in on yourself and assessing your own well being. Sometimes we're taught to ignore our feelings. Sometimes we're expected, if not all the time, to just be fine. But you are not human unless you are experiencing the full spectrum of emotions. So sometimes when we're experiencing the emotions we're told not to feel, it's okay. And realizing and recognizing those emotions can be an opportunity towards healing because your mind is telling you something, your body is telling you something, and it's not always this detrimental thing. Sometimes it could just be a biological shift that you need to eat, or that you need to drink, or that your hormones are a little erratic. There are lots of different things that can play into our emotions biologically, and they're all connected. And when we get more familiar with how our personal emotions work, We can then have the tools and the means to heal ourselves and to find and result and resolve to getting to a better place. Sometimes we just need to reach out to a friend. When you are struggling to care for your mental health, it can often feel isolating, and the idea of talking to a loved one in your life about what you're experiencing can seem like a daunting task. But reaching out can make all the difference, as we all need support and encouragement as we navigate through difficult times. Even if you feel like you can't reach out to a family member or to a friend, there are an endless amount of resources all over the world where you can find support. There are people out there who understand. There are people out there that will embrace what you're going through and can help. It is okay to ask for help. And there are people who are willing to be there for you and to help you learn how to get through and create a healthier lifestyle. Sometimes we just need to get outside. Spending time in nature is a fantastic way to relieve stress and increase your energy. Plus, fresh air literally sends more oxygen to your brain, which can elevate your mood. You only need a few minutes to escape the daily grind and practice a bit of mindfulness. Sometimes just stepping outside for a few deep breaths can make a world of difference. When you're going through a hard time, when you find yourself frustrated or you find yourself at your wits' end, maybe just try to go outside and take a deep, deep breath. What about drinking a glass of water? Nearly 80% of Americans aren't drinking enough water. 80%! Drink more water, people. That lack of hydration can have a massive impact on your mental health. Like I said before, sometimes our emotions are actually biologically connected. Your body is telling you something. Your body is telling you it needs something. So, although we try to wrap our head around something, a situation happening to us, or something someone said to us, or something we're thinking about, sometimes it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with your biological makeup and your body triggering you saying, hey, yo, I need a glass of water. Drinking water can improve your mood and emotions. And a study even found that people who drink more water had a lower rate of anxiety and depression than people who drink less water. More water, people. More water. How about starting a meditation practice? Research shows that meditating can have a profound effect on a person's mental health. Through meditation, you can improve mindfulness and self-esteem while reducing stress and anxiety. Meditation is a simple way to clear your mind and escape the nonstop distraction of your daily life. Journaling can also serve as an effective form of meditation. As you examine your thoughts and create a space for reflection and for mindfulness, you create this space of safety and you allow your mind to heal. There are lots of YouTubes, there are lots of apps, there are lots of guided meditations. I'm sure there's classes locally that you can go to. And meditation kind of has this poor outlook with a lot of people that you have to be like hippy dippy and zen. It actually has nothing to do with that. It has to do with giving your mind the rest, giving your mind the actual exercise in a way on how to rest. Because our mind is constantly going, especially in this day and age where we're just overwhelmed with information and we have constant contact with people. Have you ever noticed that you send a text and you expect that person to respond right away because most people have their phones? We've never had this sense of connection and this like obligation to respond to people more than we do now. Have you ever thought about that? We are connected constantly, which can be good and can be bad. So, when we're connected to all these things and all these people, we need that time to rest. And meditation is one of the best ways to do that. Or something like exercise, something like yoga. Practicing yoga has proven to positively affect both your physical and mental health. In fact, studies have shown that yoga can help with stress, anxiety, depression, and PTSD. There are several different styles of yoga, so you can find what works for you and you can find what suits your needs. Or how about joining a peer support group? There's all kinds of meetings. All of those peer groups can be really beneficial because it's people going through similar situations that can really empathize with what you're going through. If you're overwhelmed and don't know where to start, consider finding a peer support group. With regular meetings, these groups specifically relied on shared experiences, creating a natural sense of community that lends itself to an open and empathetic communication. And last but not least, something I believe that we should all do, whether preventative or in a time that you really need it, most of the time preventative, it's very, very good to find a therapist. Finding a therapist should be easy and encouraging. There are so many online platforms, and I'm sure locally you have therapists, but these people are people who want to genuinely help you recognize your emotions, recognize your mental health, and give you the tools to live a healthier life. There is nothing wrong with going to therapy. It does not mean you are a bad person. It does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you are less than. It should never, ever, ever take away from your self worth. If it does anything at all, it should make you feel more strong, more able, more courageous, more brave, more beautiful. And the willingness you have to fill your cup and really do everything you can to get yourself to a better place shows just how much love you have for yourself, but also love for everyone around you. When you are at your best self, when you are striving to be your best self, you make the world a better place. So take all these things and find what resonates for you. Whether it's checking in with yourself every day, reaching out to a friend, getting outside, drinking more water, start a meditation practice, take up some yoga classes or some sort of exercise class, going to meetings for peer support groups, finding a therapist. This can all seem like a lot, and you don't have to do it all. If you want to do it all, great. But if you want to just do one thing, start there. Because remember, real change starts with one step at a time. So, today and every day, fill your cup, choose you, be better, rise up, and know that life is a series of choices. So keep fighting the good fight.